Yo, it's positive vibes equals positive energy. Today we're going to go over the children of Israel. The title of this video is The Children of Israel Delivered from Egypt, Rooted in Jacob's Seed. Now, we have to understand that Jacob and Esau were inside of Rebekah. And Jacob, in the Bible, it didn't describe the color of Jacob, which is giving that Jacob must be black, because when it describes Esau, it says Esau was white with red hair. You get what I'm saying? And out of the action of them describing Esau is obviously saying that Esau was of a different nation, right? So we have to take that in consideration, as well as them being from Egypt, right? We know African Americans, we're from Africa. You know, everything in America is import, export, which means everything in America has been shipped to America, including you. You get what I'm saying? So we have to understand this, and we have to understand the nations of who we are. You get what I'm saying? This is why it's a lot of speculation of Jacob being black, because throughout the book it talks about dreadlocks and hair of wool. You get what I'm saying? And these are all characteristics of black people. So let's get into this blog website. It's designerjscollections.com. This is where I rightly divide the word. I read and I study scripture, and I try to give up the stuff that I'm learning. A lot of people like to study scripture and they're not explaining what the Bible is telling. They're just trying to give you a message to make you glory after them, and they're not giving you any edification. They're not telling you who people are or anything like that. So this is why I created this channel, because I personally wanted to get deep into the book, into the Bible, because people are just using the book to try to um make you feel a certain way or something. They're not educating you on who's who and what's what. And on this channel is where I try to do that. So let's get into the blog for this stream. Once again, the children of Israel delivered from Egypt and rooted in Jacob's seed. Now, the speculation with us and black people, right, is that we were slaves, right? Us black people, we were slaves. We were in bondage. In the book, God talks about how it delivered a specific seed out of bondage from the Egyptians. You know, the Egyptians had a specific seed of people under slavery or under bondage of, or however, whatever words you want to use. The the Egyptians had the children of Israel under bondage, and God delivered them from that. And in this video, we're gonna go over that. So let's get into it. Um, Opening paragraph starts off: the story of the children of Israel being brought out of Egypt is one of the most profound and foundational narratives in the Bible. It demonstrates God's power, faithfulness, and covenant with his people. This article explores who the children of Israel are, their lineage from Jacob, and their deliverance from the hard bondage of Egypt as recorded in the King James Version of the Bible. So, starting off with that, it's telling us, right, that the children of Israel were brought out of Egypt. Egypt, which is in Africa, right? Just like I previously said, we know that black people are originated from Africa. This is why they're calling us African Americans, right? They're not calling us American Americans. They're calling us African Americans because our lineage, our roots are from Africa. Um, Let's see. With his chosen people. Um, it demonstrates God's power, faithfulness, and covenant with his chosen people. The article explores who the children of Israel are, their lineages from Jacob. Yep, and I explain it. Okay, next paragraph. Um, the term children of Israel refers to the descendants of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel after he wrestled with an angel of the Lord. Jacob was the son of Isaac, and Isaac was the son of Abraham, with whom God made a covenant to bless his descendants to make them a great nation, right? So God blessed Jacob's covenant, right? Through Isaac, through the son of Abraham, right? To create a great nation, right? And then these are the 12 tribes of the people that they came through. Jacob had 12 sons, each becoming the patriarch of the 12 tribes of Israel. 12 men, 12 men. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, and Benjamin. These tribes collectively formed the nation of Israel, also known as the Israelites. So 12 men, the hard bondage in Egypt. So 12 men who were enslaved, who were slaves. You get what I'm saying? Who were in hard bondage. The only people, the only nation that was in our hard bondage, hard slavery, right, in Africa are who? Right. Exactly. So let's keep the context and keep the ordinance in which the Bible is talking about, and not because other people are trying to take over the book or something. Like, I don't get what people are trying to do, because our history is in this book. Black people's history. It says the Israelites' journey to Egypt began during the time of Joseph, one of Jacob's sons, who rose to power in Egypt and saved his family during a severe famine, right? So Jacob rose to power in Egypt and saved his family um, during famine. Genesis chapter 41, verses 53 through 57, it says, over time, the Israelites multiplied and prospered in Egypt. However, a new Pharaoh who did not know Joseph enslaved the Israelites because he feared their growing numbers. So right there is telling us how, the children of Egypt, they grew big, and they were like, you know, the community was getting bigger because they were having kids and stuff like that, right? And Pharaoh enslaved them, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't want them to grow in numbers, right? Then the Bible describes their suffering, and the Egypts made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, right? This is when they had them, you know, servicing and things like that, and they were, doing things to them, same as it is today, same as it is at your job and stuff like that, how people, you know, target certain people, and how, they make it harder for other people to work, how they make it harder for other people to just to do their job. You get what I'm saying? Through sabotage, through them trying to do things to you. I'm going through this as well at my job or whatever, right? But I noticed a lot of people are speaking out about it. But these are practices that they were doing to the children of Israel. Making them serve with hard bondage. Sabotaging their work and doing things to them so they could serve with anger. And it says, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and brick and mortar, and in all manner of service in the field. So this is telling you that they were doing things to these people to make them serve in a certain way. You get what I'm saying? Next goes, despite their oppression, God heard their cries and remembered his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So they were going through so much like things with the Egyptians and them doing things to them, with them trying to serve and them trying to, serve over there, that they were crying out to God. You get what I'm saying? It was so bad that they were crying out to God. God's deliverance of the children of Israel. So God raises up Moses, an Israelite, saved from death as a baby. And when they say saved from death, it mean like he was born, he was born in the spirit as a kid. You get what I'm saying? To deliver his people through Moses. God performed miraculous signs and brought 10 plagues upon Egypt, demonstrating his power over Pharaoh and the Egyptian gods. The final plague, the death of the firstborn, led Pharaoh to release the Israelites. So on that time to where God, or they were trying to kill all the firstborns, that's when the plague came, I believe. That's what it's saying. God's deliverance was marked by his guiding presence, and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. So God was leading them, you know what I'm saying, leading them out of the bondage that they were at. And then the next one goes how he parted the Red Sea. And then at the Red Sea, God performed one of the most iconic miracles of the Bible, parting the waters so the Israelites could escape the pursuing Egyptian army. See, I didn't even know that. God parted the Red Sea so they can get away from bondage. Like, so they can get away from slavery. I didn't understand why he parted the Red Sea or why he did it. I didn't know that it was because of the Israelites being under slavery or under bondage. And it says this act not only delivered them, but also solidified their identity as God's chosen people. So, with that act of him parting the Red Sea, it solidified them being God's chosen people because of the miracles that was being done. The seed of Jacob and God's covenant. The children of Israel are called the seed of Jacob because they are direct descendants of Jacob, through whom God renewed his covenant. So God renewed his covenant through the seed of Jacob, through their bodies. This covenant was not based on their merit, but on God's promise to Abraham. And the promise was, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee in their generations, for an everlasting covenant to be a God unto thee and to thy seed after thee, which is still going on till this day. And this is what I've been trying to explain and trying to say to people, that this Bible is past, present, and future. This Bible is still going on till this day. The descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the people, we are those people. This promise was fulfilled as the Israelites were delivered from bondage and brought to Mount Sinai, where God gave them the law, forming them into a holy nation. So that's where they received the law. Um, okay, let's just get into it. Spiritual significance today. The story of the children of Israel serves as a powerful reminder of God's faithfulness and ability to deliver his people from any form of bondage, right? So we know that God is going to deliver his people from any form of bondage, right? Spiritual bondage or any form of that, right? Spiritually, their exodus from Egypt represents God's deliverance for of believers from sin and spiritual slavery. As Jesus said, if the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed. Facts, facts. But what I'm trying to figure out is true. No, that's true. And then going to the conclusion, which is the children of Israel are the seed of Jacob, chosen by God and redeemed through his mighty hand. Their deliverance from Egypt not only fulfilled God's promises to their forefathers, but also foreshadowed the ultimate redemption through Christ. Their story is a testament to God's unchanging nature, his desire to bring freedom and covenant blessings to all who trust in him. And this is facts, man. And I just want to come through with this video, man, talking about the children of Israel and how, that this is ongoing, that this is something that is still going on to this day. We're just the people of the children of Israel just spread abroad. You get what I'm saying? And now we're all over the globe. You get what I'm saying? And stuff like that or whatever, right? But really it's talking about the children of Israel that were back then. But we have to understand that it's still going on to this day. You get what I'm saying? And the best people can do is to align themselves with the will of God. You get what I'm saying? But just coming through with this video, man, on the children of Israel who were in bondage, and trying to get a more of a clear thought and a clear state on who they actually were and just who are the descendants of them of today. You get what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier in the video, black people, we're from Africa. You get what I'm saying? Our roots originated from Africa. You know, Mexicans, they're from Mexico. Asians, they're from China. You know what I mean? This book is specifically talking about the God from Egypt. You get what I'm saying? And our nation, our lineage has a big history of bondage, of slavery. So it only adds up. It only makes sense that, black people are, you know, the form of God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? And not all, you get what I'm saying, but I'm saying because it's through all nations and things like that. But the original and the originate where it originates from, you get what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like the video, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Um, it's positive energy. And I'm gonna go, like I said, I was gonna leave a link in the description box. You guys check out the blog for yourselves and try to see if it matches up with your guys' studies and stuff like that as well. But until next time, man, positive energy. See you on the next one. Go.